Well, as the party continues, the action on the field rolls on. Game 15, Australia up against Russia. Crucial match in Pool A for the Aussies in particular after that loss early on today. 19-0 they lost to the USA. Russia lost to South Africa 41 points to 0. Perfect conditions for day one of the CapeTown Sevens. Fine weather forecast for tomorrow as well. Let's just hope that this crowd goes the distance. Australia and Russia. Australia leading the head-to-head series 6-1. There was the one tie. They last met in Vancouver earlier this year, and Australia won 43 points to 5. Played just twice in the past 5 years. Australia won both. And here's the Australian lineup with Jesse Parahi getting his first start of the day, coming in for this tournament after missing Dubai. But Sam Myers is the captain. Former captain Ed Jenkins chasing tries. He's over 100 now. And Stannard copped a real heavy tackle earlier on, but got to his feet, and it's play on for him. Andy Friend is the coach, and for Russia, Perov number 5 is the captain. The coach is Andrei Sorokin. Russia, one of the 15 core teams for the second season in a row. Russia on the left, Australia on the right. Greg Clark with you alongside me, former Springbok hooker, and Yanni Shamange. The Aussies were disappointing early on.
No, definitely, and we mentioned it in the previous game. They look like they hadn't gelled yet, and this is a perfect opportunity for them. But the beauty about Sevens rugby is you never know what's going to happen. Yeah, so the Russians would look like would want to upset the Aussies, and the Aussies, well, lacking a bit of rhythm, but I'm sure with a bit more time together, it'll be quite a good outfit.
The 5 players made their debut for Australia last week in Dubai. They were 5th overall, 5 wins from 6 matches. They lost to Wales in the Cup quarter-final last week and then finished today with a couple of wins. Damien Schneider from Argentina is the referee. Russia actually beat Australia in London in 2005, and they drew in George in South Africa in 2009. Australia kicking off, and Stannard with the kick, and it's going to be picked up immediately by Charlie Taylor. Hutchison, World Rugby Rookie of the Year last season, Henry Hutchison. Adams across to Stannard in midfield, double round with Adams, put it on a bit of footwork, gives it to Parahi, Jesse Parahi, and he sprints away for the first try of the match, and that's better from the Australians. What a start.
A fantastic start from Jesse Parahi on the cutback, put the afterburners on. Just the acceleration here is impressive. A good start from the Australian team. Parahi comes on the cutback, gets a hold of the catch-up defender, the inside defender not working hard enough. And look at that, he's big and strong and fast also.
Conversion not successful from out wide, but 5 points to 0. The start that Australian coach Andy Friend was looking for.
Yeah, he just wrong-footed the Russian defender, the inside defender overtracked or went too far. That opened up a massive hole. And Parahi straight through the middle.
So another restart from Stannard. So Russia working to the short side. No way through there for Shivatov, but the offload was good. Good defence, Australia on the flank. Pass from Roshan. And now that's loose. And terrific field position for Australia as Parahi has it. Hutchison putting on some footwork and defend. Can't get away, 7 or 8 metres out. And the penalty will go against Russia.
Yeah, and that was some good breakdown work from the Australians. The ball down on the ground. Hutchinson looks full of action, doesn't he? Good feet, good agility, and pretty explosive too.
So Ed Jenkins, he missed day 2 in Dubai with a bruised shoulder. Pleased to say it's okay so far today. And Hutchison Giving it to Stannard, and now the captain Myers, who steps. Myers lays it back, and it is a try. They will check.
Try.
But Jenkins thinks that he's got it down, and he has, so he is now just one behind the all-time Australian leader as far as try scoring goes on the HSBC Sevens World Series. Peter Miller, 106th try for Jenkins.
And it's good work from Jenkins. Low driving body position.
Thank you.
Not the prettiest try scored, but they all count. Nice and low. Look at that, 106 tries. Pretty certain he'll reach that milestone this tournament or this weekend.
Just stealing 5 points there, reaching out, slamming it down. No problem. Wally, the Australian mascot. 10 points to nil. And it's all Australia at the moment. Penalty goes against Russia. So Myers takes it quickly, needs support. Well, back to 10, so they'll take it.
Here's the mark.
About
10, please.
10 metres out. Just going to slow things down a bit.
Play.
Yeah, defense is set, so they're going to try to pull off one of their moves. But Australia, you're right, all Australia at the moment, the Russians been forced to make plenty of tackles.
So Hutchison. Giving it to Panahi. 7 or 8 metres out. Adams, Myers with a beautiful pickup. And scrambling defence from the Russians. Can they hold them out again? Taylor gives it to Stannard. Nobody in front of him. And James Stannard runs in his first try of the day in Cape Town.
And it's all Australia. James Stannard doing very well. I thought Myers did well down out wide to keep that ball still in play. And there's a Filatov that rushes up no man's land, doesn't get the intercept, opens up the hole, and Stannard straight through the middle.
And this is the Russian coach, Andrei Sodokin, and his side. Not in the game so far. The conversion from Stannard was good, so 17 points to nil. Stannard, the first Australian to score more than 800 points on the HSBC Sevens World Series. Now, can Russia control it and ask some questions of the Australians for a change? Yes, they can. One to beat, Stannard. Coming across, trying to shut Babayev down. It is Russia now into the Australian 22, and that's a poor pass, so Kaplan has to go back and try and clean up. Trying to take the direct route through the middle. The gap soon closed. Petrus Pecki, and they shovel it wide. And now it is Davidov. He lays it back. Running onto it. Shivitov pulled down. And the Australians, they turn it over. And Stannard looks up, nobody at the back. And he'll find touch anyway, just to relieve a little bit of pressure. Had some opportunities there, Russia, but just couldn't get that last pass to stick.
Just a support play, but I must say some good explosive running, some direct running from them. We saw Babayev, Shivitov, and Kaplan getting into the action, so really some good direct running. They just need more position.
Russia finding the target, Shivitov. And this is a solid tackle in midfield. Jesse Patahi.
I think he's seeing stars at the moment.
Let's have another look at this.
It's the mark.
Babayev running in, and Patahi maybe copping an elbow there.
Looked like an elbow right at the side on his chin or the side of his neck.
Crouch.
The medics might want to have a look at that on the Hawkeye.
Set.
He might have to have the concussion test. Now Australia. Half-time siren has sounded in Hutchison. flicking it out the back, and it's a poor pass, and into touch it goes. So that is half-time, and Australia leading Russia in this all-important game for the Aussies. After losing first up, they can't afford to drop this one. 17 points to 0 at half-time, and it is 3 tries to 0.
We're waiting for the TV, eh?
Russia to kick off in the second half. Russia equal 15th in Dubai with Japan. They lost 5 games. The best effort in Dubai was the 17-15 loss to Samoa. They are missing their best player from recent years, Vladimir Ostroshko. He has an injured leg. And that one eventually going to 10 and into touch. So it will be a throw into the line out for Australia.
Forward pass. Forward pass. I'm in front, captain. Trust me.
Well, they tried to take the quick throw in.
Let's come here.
Ski throw. Yeah, inches in that, but well spotted by Damon Schneider, the ref.
Set.
Russia just needs some sort of continuity, some good support play. Plenty of energy when they do have the ball, though.
Holding.
So Australia now. Adams giving it out to Taylor, and Charlie Taylor has too much pace. Slick work through the hands. Taylor got on the outside, and the ex-rugby league player had a stint with Manly, the Roosters, West Tigers. Still only 21 years of age, and he's in for his first try in only his second tournament.
And they just got the ball to him in space. An opportunity there. Charlie Taylor, too quick, too fast.
Kazakh lining up the conversion. Yeah, Taylor, first try in Dubai, got a couple. First try in Cape Town, got a couple in Dubai last week. Well, Butch James, Rugby World Cup winner 2007 with the Springboks. Smile on the dial, enjoying the action at the Cape Town Sevens along with the sellout crowd.
He was out here early on in the week playing cricket against the Proteas.
Looked like a lot of fun, didn't it? The Springboks against the Proteas. Proteas holding on to win that one at Newlands. Now, terrific opportunity for the Aussies, and over the top it goes to Myers, one-on-one. And Sam Myers, too big, too strong, dots it down. So well and truly under control now, this one for Australia. Andy Friendly, coach. Didn't have much to smile about earlier on, but this is much better.
Yeah, and it's just great technique from Myers. The inside, outside, the ball in the right hand. A brilliant fend. and he gets a try, but technically excellent. And it looks like he's been given a break now.
Conversion unsuccessful. Australia 29, Russia 0.
And Australia looking a lot calmer. But this from Myers is excellent work, inside, outside, and you mentioned it, too big, too strong. A brilliant fend.
Play on.
And it is play on. Killingworth cleaning up. And the penalty goes against Russia. Taken quickly. Caslick, older brother of the Women's Sevens Player of the Year, Charlotte Caslick. And now straight through is the new man on the panic, and that is Stefan van der Walt. Stefan is from South Africa originally, parents from the Pretoria region. You'll have not only Aussie fans in the stadium today, but a few South Africans might be cheering for Australia as their second team as well.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I doubt that actually, Crocky, but well done to him. They build them big up there in Pretoria. You can see tall, very big, and just too much power. He did well there to drop a shoulder, good body position, good contact skills, and this is the end of it. The hard work was done before. But well done by Van der Walt.
From the North Club in Sydney. Team that won the Sydney Club competition for the first time in about 41 years. Auburn Suburbs. So, Russia haven't been able to get into this one. 36 points to 0. And still no room for them. Key now for the Australians will be to try and keep them to 0. They've got a big one coming up, the last match on day one. Australia versus South Africa. There's no roof on CapeTown Stadium, but if there was a roof, every time the Blitzbok run out, that roof would be lifted. The noise is incredible. Number 8 is Dimitri
Russia here,
Shukin
open.
for Russia.
Russia open. Not straight, option.
Not straight from Australia.
Scrum.
Yeah, a rare mistake from the Australians. That was a free shot. Let's have a look at that. Oh, look, I'd give him that.
Crouch.
You're a test hooker, you're throwing into lineouts.
Set.
You'd take it, would you?
Yeah, I'd give him that. Not too bad there.
So Russia. Good strong run. Davidov. So can they put something together here? Vladislav Sozanov.
Release.
Good recycle. Davidov goes wide. Babayev. They rein him in.
Offside advantage.
Davidov, advantage being played, and now the penalty goes to Russia.
Here. Offside in the ruck. 2.
And for the Russians, I must say, the Babidov, that's looked full of running. Babayev, sorry, that's looked full of running. So he's probably the go-to guy. Can they crack this Australian defense open?
Lazarenko giving it out to Russian.
Release.
Sukin. Still there for Russia. Siren sounds in the background. Lazarenko goes to ground.
Good contest.
And now, Australia. They might put the foot on the gas here. And the chase is on. Caslick pulled down. A good chase it was from Sozanov. And now, Van der Walt. He releases and then lays it back. The youngster, Kennewell. And Russia go in and steal it after all that. And now, the chase is on. Alex Gibbon coming across, trying to save it for Australia. And it's a try. No, it's not. They let it go again and get up and start. I thought he was reaching out, but a good chase there from Gibbons. Terrific chase. And so the scrambling defence wins in the end, and Russia, they had been kept scoreless after all that. 36 points to 0, Australia over Russia, and Alex Gibbon take a bow, saving 5 points. And Australia get their first win of the day. That's 2 losses in a row for Russia, and still to come on day 1, Australia and South Africa. That's the final game.
Joined by the Australian captain, Sam Myers. A great way to bounce back after that loss against the USA this morning. Do you think your chances are really, really good going into that final match?
Yeah, I guess, you know, we went back in and we a bit disappointed in individual efforts from our last game, but you know, there's no easy games anymore in Russia. You know, a lot of heart in that Russian team, and looking to South Africa now, like especially at home, they're a team to reckon with, and it just goes to show from last week and this week they're setting the standard in defence, and that's where the games are won.
Well, what else would you like your team to work on ahead of that final game?
Well, I guess just our 1%ers, our breakdown, especially, you know, they're going to be strong at the breakdown, our set piece, and definitely our restarts as well when they kick off to us. We've really got to know our roles and do our jobs around that.
All right, Sam, thank you for joining us. All the best for that final game.
Cheers, thank you.